Hi, this is your favorite math tutor, Adewale. Here on the screen, we have a Waec question. It's one of the Waec past questions. And the question says, simplify 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2, everything plus 5 over 6. Now, don't let this question scare you. It's a very simple question. The first thing you need to know and the first thing you need, the basic thing you need for this question is the knowledge of board mass. Once you know and understand what your board mass is, you can then go ahead to solve this. Now in board mass, the first thing we have is brackets, which is B, bracket. So in this question, let us consider the bracket part of the question and solve it. So when you solve the bracket part of this question, then we can continue. Now what is the bracket part? That's why I have step 1 on the screen. We have 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2. These are two fractions. How do we solve two fractions? How do we subtract and add two fractions? Obviously, you find the LCM. So what is the LCM of 3 and 2 here? The LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So we have 6 here. Then how many 3 can we find in 6? That's 2. So that's why we have 2 open brackets. The 2 we have up here as the numerator. Then this is our minus sign. We have it here. How many 2 can we find in 6? 3. So that's why we have 3 multiplied by the 1 up here again. And we have it here. So 2 times 2 will give us 4, minus 3 times 1 will give us 3, then all over 6. So in essence, the bracket part of this question will give us 1 over 6. So the next step is that put 1 over 6 in place of the bracket. So we'll go back to the question again, the old question, go back to the old question. Since we have solved the bracket part to be 1 over 6, so anywhere you see 1 over 6, just put, anywhere you see the bracket, just put 1 over 6. So that's what we have here, 3 over 4, divided by 1 over 6 plus 5 over 6. So this is our new question now. This is our new question. Now from board mass, we know that the next thing in this question in board mass is what? Division. Because D comes before M, A and S. So the next thing here is division. Let us consider the division part of this question. We have 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 6 plus 5 over 6. Now in division, what we do is that we turn our division sign to multiplication. Yes, so change the division sign to multiplication, and guess what? When you are changing the division sign to multiplication sign, the fraction right beside it, the fraction right after the division sign, the numerator and denominator will change. They will interchange. Note that they will interchange. So here, the fraction right after the division sign here is 1 over 6, right? Now 1 over 6, 1 is the numerator, 6 is the denominator. They will interchange. So 6 will come up to be the numerator, and 1 will come down to be the denominator. That is how that is the principle. It applies to any fraction. When you have division between two fractions, you change your division sign to multiplication sign, and once you change the division sign to multiplication sign, the fraction that comes immediately after the division sign, the numerator and denominator must interchange. So that's why we have it here to be 3 over 4 times, our division has changed to times already, times 6 over 1. So numerator and denominator of this fraction has interchanged. Then we have our plus 5 over 6. Now what we have here, according to board mass again, what we have here, we are still dealing with multiplication because multiplication still come before addition. So we are still dealing with multiplication. 3 over 4 times 6 over 1 plus 5 over 6. So 3 times 6 will give us 18 over 4 times 1 will give us 4. Then we have plus 5 over 6. So this is still what we have. Note, this is not the simplified version of the question. It is still a process. We've not gotten to the final answer. But the final step here is that since we have 18 over 4 plus 5 over 6, then find the LCM of 4 and 6 so that we can simplify this fraction to get our final answer. Now, how do we do it? What is the LCM of 4 and 6? The LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. Is 12. So we come up here, then let's simplify these fractions. When the LCM is 12, how many 4 can we see in 12? That's 3. That's why we have 3 times the numerator, which is 18, plus how many 6 can we find in 12? That's 2. 2 times the numerator, which is 5. So we have 18 times 3 to be 54, plus 2 times 5 to be 10 over 12. So this will actually give us 64 over 12. 64 over 12. Now the question says simplify So we cannot just stop at 64 over 12 because there is a common factor with 64 and 12. They both have a common factor, and which is the factor is 4. It means 4 can go in 64. 4 can also go in 3. So if we reduce it, if we reduce the fraction, we'll be having 16 over 3. 16 over 3. So the question we're given, simplify 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2 plus 5 over 6. After solving and following the procedures of BODMAS, you will arrive at 16 over 3 to be your final answer. So kindly like, share, comment on this video. Thank you.